Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today we're working on Junk Journal Sketches, episode 49. It's the third time I've tried this video. Let's see if it works. Um, the sketch for this week comes from Page Maps, August of 2012, and let's just dive into the notes that I've made. So this is a scrapbook sketch, so you see a lot more things happening on there, and as always, eliminate what doesn't fit in your project for your junk journal. I'm going to make a journal card. You could certainly just put this right on a page in your journal, and you probably would have more room. So let's start with the background. The background is just whatever you want it to be. Guest check, cardstock, scrapbook paper, piece of masterboard, cardboard, whatever you want. And then this latticed paper here, it's just a different pattern of paper. So whatever goes with your theme. If you're just making a random one, it could be a book page, it could be music, sheet music, could be, I'm doing working on sewing, so it could be the back of a sewing pattern, or it could be the instruction page. And then for the photo here, that's your focal point. It doesn't have to be rectangle, you guys. Any of these things don't have to be rectangle. You can, have torn edges, whatever floats your boat, right? The little pieces here, I'm just imagining that being some lace or ribbon, rickrack, torn paper, could be washi, um, stamped edges, whatever you got. Uh, there's like a ruler there. So for me, that's going to work because I'm working on a sewing journal. I actually have a sticker that looks like that. But that could be just paper. It doesn't have to be anything necessarily printed on it, but it could, fit your theme. So if you're doing something railroad, that could be something that looks like a track. If you're, let's see, climbing, you could do, or housework, or if you're doing like scrapbooking type things, you could have like ladders. But it doesn't even have to be themed. It's just be paper, just paper. Okay. As far as the pocket, just whatever paper you want. In fact, you could even eliminate that. If you don't even want this whole thing there, you just want that design, you could totally stick with that. Since mine's going to be sewing theme, I'm going to try to make myself a little pocket there. As far as the flower or paisley floral things, that could be stickers, die cuts, or you could omit it. And I think I may go that route and just omit it. And these things could be additional pockets. So I could have a journal card with a pocket. This could be a pocket for a tag or a ticket. The trim at the top and the bottom, trims, washi tapes, ribbons, rick racks, those things. There's a little piece here above the little heart strip there. Same items. A ticket here, but that could be a label, could just be a, if you're, a little piece off of a pattern, or if you're using junk mail, just a little snippet of something. So it doesn't have to be a ticket. This is a little circle label, but it could be just punch circles. It could be a button. I didn't even put that in there, but it could be button. Doesn't even have to be round, but something there. Once again, we talked about that little piece. And then there's a little piece of torn, looks like the top, like when you rip it out of a notebook, like a spiral, and it's torn there. So torn paper, branding strips, washi, ribbons, trims, sky's the limit. And then here, enamel dots, Nuvo drops. I even thought you could, if you had a small enough punch, you could punch in that paper and just have holes and see through the paper underneath it. So that's a thought. If you have these little, well, it's just trash, but this was from a project. I didn't throw this away, but you had those little sticker strippy things. Those could go up there. I made some ruffles the other day. You could put some ruffles at the top if you wanted to do that. So think about your theme. Think about what your focal point is. Sometimes that kind of helps you with what you're going to put up there. I think I've mentioned everything, but once again, anything on here that you don't like, omit it. And if you want to add something, add it. There's no rules. So this is just a guide. All right, guys. So I've gathered a bunch of things. I have more things sitting behind me. So sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. you guys, I think it turned out great. I did have to do a little adjustment there with that pocket because it just would not have laid very flat. Also, you would have really lost a lot of that. And like I said, I was probably going to eliminate that. I also didn't put this little piece here or the little things there. But you can certainly add those to yours. I did make this into a pocket so that I can then add some sort of tag later. Let's see if I have something though. So I do have a pocket there. All right, you guys. I don't know if you're participating in Junk Journal Madness, but you're always welcome to join. This month is vintage sewing theme, and we are having a blast using up all these sewing patterns that I'm sure many of you have in your stash. And I was going to use a lot more scrapbook paper up here, but I found that the back of the pattern packaging, had a lot of great pieces to it, so I just trimmed and used that instead. This is a label from Michelle, Junk Journal Studio. That was scrapbook paper, and that's it. Everything else is, sewing pattern, or of course that was cardstock that we put it on. Sewing pattern or the trims. All right, guys, and I'm showing it here, and you can't see it. There we go. So I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.